This is a simple routine of doing what is called controlled articular rotations to work on mobility of most of the major joints of the body without having to get down on the ground. So you can begin with work on your cervical spine, slow circles, going clockwise, then counterclockwise, really taking time to feel each part of this arc. If you feel any areas of stickiness, you can linger there a little bit. Once you finish your circles, you can just go through the 6 planes of cervical range of motion. So flexion, extension, this is lateral flexion from side to side. You can hold these positions as long as you would like. Then rotation to the left and rotation to the right. Next, you can work on controlled articular rotations of the shoulders. So trying to keep your trunk facing forward, you can slowly turn your shoulder joint in big circles. You can see that I start these by raising my arm in front of me and going around in a full circle. And after a few of these, I will go the opposite way. So start by taking my arm up behind me. You want to be sure that you maintain steady breathing as you do all of these mobility exercises. Next, you can move on to standing trunk circles. So this will help improve mobility of your spine as well as your hips. You want to keep your knees straight and go clockwise and counterclockwise. Again, as with all controlled articular rotations, the focus should be on feeling each part of this arc. And you can always linger a little bit in an area where you feel some stickiness. Next are standing hip circles. So you're focusing exclusively on the hips. And if you look from a side view, you can see that whichever direction your hip is going in, you want to have your trunk going in the opposite direction. So as your hips are going forward, your trunk extends backward. Then you can move on to your knees. So these are knee circles where you bend your knees and hips a little bit. You support yourself with your hands on your front thighs. And then make slow circles with your knees, keeping your knees together. And you can go in both directions. And finally, you can do ankle circles. So clockwise and counterclockwise, one ankle at a time. If you need to hold on to something to maintain your balance while you're doing this, that's fine. And you can finish off with wrist circles. So you can keep your hands and fists and gently, slowly turn your wrist joints clockwise, then counterclockwise.